Welcome to a new start. The Chronicles of the Shiny Pennies. Session 21. Last week, Shoefly, the elven re-embodied Drekar healer, Shylo, the Goliath psionic warrior maiden fair, Flip-Flop, the Felidae mage, and Bobby, the Goliath herdsman, spent some time out on the open road, leisurely loping aloft their lovely lady llamas, deftly defeating destructive denizens of the dank, dark depths. Secondly, successfully slaughtering several shifting, sticky, spurious sheep. Thirdly, talking to a theist troop, tirelessly traversing the treed trail. But all this aside, the question remains, will the pennies find Bobby's lost herd? Or will they just find themselves in a nightmare-fueled realm where their past actions are poorly recapped by the voice of a primitive robotic Englishman, where all life is puppeteered by a strange, long-haired, bearded entity who is able to create new horrors on a whim, where physics and the laws of nature are wildly inconsistent, and all the individuals they encounter have ever-shifting, poorly portrayed accents and strange, dubious, or downright incongruous motivations. Let's find out as we now join them in session.
So, Shu's fun fact for this week, his favorite little snack treat, actually it wasn't a snack, it was always a treat that he had to steal, was frozen chocolate chip cookie dough from Mom's homemade cookies. She would make up a giant batch of dough, cook half of it off, and then freeze the other half as little portion balls. And he would go in the freezer and just eat little frozen cookie dough balls. That was his favorite treat as a kid.
Salmonella.
Wow, we're starting quickly this week. Seems it's already time for a quick fun fact. To clarify Shoefly's use of the word freezer, yes, refrigeration is a thing in this world, in the same way that magical arms, armors, and adventuring items are made. Coolers and freezers are also available for individuals with either the ability to create them or the financial means to purchase them. Freezers are typically created through the use of magical runes, which transfer the heat from the inside of a box or chest. These domestic devices are typically only found in affluent homes. Shu's family seems to have been one of impressive financial means. Now back to the session.
I assume you're last?
You know, I could go right now.
Oh.
Yeah, so Shylo has read through 12 or so of those 45 or 47 love letters that she brought on the trip, and hasn't fallen in love with a single one of the writers for the first time in her life. Because normally, one love letter and at least a few of the T's of love, and she would be infatuated, but she's just not quite.
What about
feeling it.
the simple guy though?
He's
you
cute,
wrote the poem.
but she's not in love with him though.
Oh,
Well, she hasn't met him yet.
Yeah.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
Normally she would fall in love with him.
You're at least interested.
Yeah, she's
not love. Got it.
but she's kind of feeling a strange ambivalence that she's never felt before.
Yeah. Strange.
Yeah,
Ambivalent.
yeah, yeah.
I have friends. My friend Shylo's so nice. She wants to be somebody's wife. They must have the 5 T's before they get down on their knees and make that commitment for life. There was a voice called Shoefly. I did not know he had died. He was the ghost with the most but didn't boast as a ghost. And now he's a little elf guy. And now we get to Flip-Flop. I'm not sure if she's here or she's not. She keeps throwing us pheasants, and eating them's pleasant. In my opinion, she's tip-top.
You maxed out?
Nope.
Oh, sorry.
I think it's the 6 T's of love now.
Is it the 6?
Oh, we're up to 6?
Yeah.
I'll amend my poll.
There was one more added, but I can't remember what it was. I'll have to pull my notes, but I don't have my notebook right now. I looked so hard.
For now, it's still 5 then. If you can't tell me what the 6th one is, it doesn't count.
I don't remember.
Ill prepared.
So, yeah, who's got this one? Last time I made him start.
Last time, on any start. Chapter 20. Beware the sheepshifters. Starting with foot, which we won. During which we also found a magic spear returning. As we explored some more, we found some sheep. These sheep shifters that were tentacle monsters. We managed to take them out. As we were riding along, we stopped for after the sheep shifters, we stopped for the night, and that's when Shylo met Frank through the letter. And Shylo and Bobby composed a poem to write back to also try and test him for some of the T's of true love. The next morning, as we were traveling, Bobby noticed tracks for Bully. A few days old, heading back to Allegria. Allegric, sorry.
Don't worry, nobody pronounces it right.
That's the whole point.
So we started, Bobby got excited, and we continued our travel, and as we were coming up on the crossroads, we met a group of travelers who warned us of a dragon attack, not in Allegric, but further down the road that we weren't heading. And they were led by the Lord saved us, peoples.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And they declined to come with us because we were going up into the atmosphere. And we stopped for the night. And that's pretty much where we ended. Oh!
Time for a quick fun fact. Most Goliath of Mundus Fractura are able to grow full heads of hair. The males of the species, as well as some of the females, are able to grow beards. The prevalence of baldness is about the same in Goliath as it is in humans. Now back to the session.
Back on track.
Yeah. Okay. So you were at the turnoff. You're heading north, or not northwest. I'll get it yet. And there was maps. You guys have your maps?
I have my map.
Oh, okay.
I don't have any maps.
We are right here at the edge of the crossroads.
Yep.
We're about to head left up into the mountains.
And you said that was going to be about a 2-day journey?
About 2 days, yeah.
And we're heading to Allegric. Allegric? Oh.
Nobody pronounces it right. The narrator didn't pronounce it right. You know how hard it was to try and make him go even what he said? I was like...
It was entirely in my intention to create a word that nobody could pronounce.
That guy's so budget.
I know, right? Here's a budget.
I just can't wait for the next fun fact. Narrator. I did, in fact, pronounce it correctly.
That bitch be tripping.
Is he gonna start a war? Because I'm ready.
Time for a quick fun fact. I am not taking the bait. I'm a professional. Now back to the session.
Beautiful.
I love our group.
Me too.
Let's do some zackety clack.
Are we starting a fresh day, or is this evening? Or
This is the evening that we're camping.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming because you've still got
After the Jesus
5
people.
days.
I know.
Being awake?
Yeah.
Because it was 10 total.
How many nights was it? Just
One
in last session?
One
Was it
down.
1 or 2?
It was 2 or 3 in the last one because you did the kind of underground goblin encounter, you did the sheepshifter encounter, and then you did another day's walk of walking. It was 3.
Okay, so then I
I'm
only
wrong.
have 3 left.
I can be excoriated by people on the internet.
I only have what did I just say? I just did the math and I'm not doing it again. I think it was 3. I have 3 left. No, wait, that's totally wrong. Oh, I said 4 more days, so I only don't have to sleep for 1 more day.
Okay. I'll
Sorry.
leave out.
Yeah. Rob, I love your poems.
My what?
Poems.
Oh.
Pippins.
This right now should be the 5th night.
How many do I have?
And a week is 10 days, right?
Yes.
So you've still got 5 more nights after this rest sesh. Because your potion lasted a week, right? Or was it 7 days
It
specifically?
was 7 days because I rolled.
Oh,
yeah, I rolled.
I'm sorry. I thought it was a
Yeah.
week.
No, I rolled for 7 days, and we've
Okay,
used
so
up several each session.
5. So you've got. I just
Two
did the count. So
Okay, so I have 2 more days.
after tonight, you've got 2 more nights of not sleeping.
Okay, sweet. I like your math.
So I guess we'll do the regular. I'll do my
Testicles.
trance for the first 4 hours, and then be up for the
Was number 6.
last.
I gotcha, and testicles.
Yeah, sorry, I just remembered.
Yeah.
If you're
No,
gonna
that's right.
interrupt,
Because of
I'm
it,
known to yell randomly.
because of the juniper incident. That's right. Testicles were added.
Yeah,
yeah.
because of the
Sorry, if you're going to interrupt, it's got to be for testicles.
lizards and elves
Yeah.
do not have testicles. Sorry about the
Fair
interruption.
enough.
I will shut my mouth now.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
So night passes.
Night passes completely without incident. Sorry, I was sidetracked by testicles.
I often get
It's,
sidetracked.
everybody is. I mean,
I'm gonna roll my dressage check for
Yes.
today.
Dressage away.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely 21. So that's another dressage check. Success. We are up to 5 successes. We need 10.
Yep. Shylo is a map.
I have stole like 3 of the same map, and I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
unless you can get 3 nat 20s, because that counts as an automatic success no matter how much.
What fought me?
And they don't have to be in a row.
Yeah, I haven't rolled one, I don't believe. So
No, you just had insanely good checks.
yeah, well I get to roll 2 dice and I get to add my charisma modifier, so it's pretty hard to fail.
So, you wake up in the morning, cock-a-doodle-doo, night passes completely with it incident,
Mm-hmm.
and you head on up the trail. About an hour into your day, you come across some travelers coming down from the lake. Goliath. There are 4 of them. Seems to be some sort of a family unit.
Do I recognize them?
Roll luck. Hey, you're from the lake. Do you know so?
Oh wow. 15.
It's your cousin Roy.
Holy.
Roy! Is that you?
Bobby?
Roy!
Bobby!
Hi!
Where have you been? You should have been home days ago.
Don't know.
How did the Llamas get home all by themselves?
Bully?
That's one good dog you've got there.
I've trained him since he was a pup.
You have indeed. How's the road? We're going to Deeport.
There's been these weird little, what were they, goblin-y type things?
There's, the goblin-y type things.
Yeah.
Some sort of gray humans.
Some weird little spear-chucking gray human things that attacked us, but they were nothing.
Excellent.
Ask him if he's single.
I can hear you. And no, I have a wife as my wife, Philomena. Hi.
She
Please
loves Storm.
meet you.
Ew.
That's a lovely dress you have.
Oh, my
Your robe.
This is my cousin.
I'm assuming they're rude and snide, and so I'm gonna stomp off because my dress is a mess, and I know it.
Your girlfriend is very nice.
Oh, we aren't together. She's just a good friend.
Oh, I see, Bobby. Always the cat.
You know me.
Well, in his defense, she's got pretty hostile dads.
You have a house elf?
Oh, this is my friend Shoefly. He was a disembodied voice at one time.
Pleasure to meet you.
Ah,
Oh, you have tiny hands. No. I'm sorry for my husband. He doesn't like small hands.
Right.
Goliaths can be eccentric. It's part of our poetic hearts.
Oh, you don't need to tell me
that
about
you've adopted
it.
him. Are you feeding him? Or does he just hunt on his own?
Oh no, I take care of the cooking and feeding. Well, actually, there's a cat around here somewhere that keeps throwing us pheasants.
And you did get a pheasant this morning.
She would wonder.
And I'll hold it up.
It's an owl.
Oh. Do you know what you... Oh. And she goes into a little pouch on her side. Take this. It's a little sachet of Goliath curry. Take that.
Oh, I haven't had some of Grandma's curry in so long.
No, me.
Oh, this is yours.
She taught me.
Oh, wow. I can't wait to taste your particular take on it.
It's delicious. Well, we better be going. We want to get past the swamp section before the day's end.
Well, happy travels.
To you too.
Can I roll an insight check on them to see if I think they noticed anything different
Okay.
about me? Oh, wait. I don't think I should be rolling that with advantage. Sorry.
And the kids are in the background playing, and the kids are about shoe fly size.
That would be a 18.
They seem totally chill. As far as you know, like they just seem like relatives that you've hit on the road, and they're in a hurry.
Okay. I'll breathe a sigh of relief as they pass.
Why is everyone in a hurry to leave the library?
Not everybody was. The Puritans were not actually coming from the Liggery. They were following the Lake North Swamp Road
Oh, okay.
to get to Deeport.
Okay.
They just wanted to make a certain amount of time before the end of the day. You know how it is when you travel. You don't want to camp right in the middle of the swamp. It's all wet and sticky.
Sweetie, can we stop in the forest? I've got to pee. You hear just
so
further down the road.
sick of married men hitting on me.
And you continue on up the mountain, and as you walk, it gets progressively more steep with more and more switchbacks.
I'm going to take a moment when we stop at one of the switchbacks. I'll give Bobby the spear, and I'll get the Iron Stone going.
Time for a quick fun fact. For those of you who do not know what a switchback is, instead of you having to climb vertically straight up and down the steepest part of the mountain, a switchback takes the trail and folds it back in on itself horizontally a few times, significantly reducing the slope, making it easier to hike and get up even the steepest grades. Now back to the session.
Because I have a feeling I'll need it before too long, and I mean, I can always wait till I have a hard time breathing, or I could just swap it out now.
What was that spear again?
So 1d8, finesse, thrown, 20-60 range.
And it returning, right?
Returning. We don't know anything else about it yet.
No.
Don't know any pluses or anything?
It has not revealed itself to you.
But I have to attune to it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll assume if we're doing this, I'll attune when we take our rest later.
Cool. I mean, it only takes a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah. In our game,
Grunt on it.
Right.
in our game, focus on it for a minute, and you're attuned.
And the attunement rules are still like amount equal to your charisma modifier?
Yeah.
The stat or your total charisma? Just the stat.
Your stat.
Okay, stat. So I still have 2 spaces left.
Okay. There is just before noon, before you guys break for lunch. You hear a coming up from behind you, and you look down the switchback, and you can see this little, like, mohawked dwarf booking his way up to you.
Do we recognize him?
Make a luck check.
Not with a 2.
Nat 20.
You don't actually.
Huh.
Nothing rings a bell. It's just a dude with a mohawk. A little dude with a mohawk.
You're in a hurry, little man.
Whoa! Good day. Hello.
Hi. My name's Bobby Beans.
I see you have an elf.
Oh yes, this is my friend Shoefly.
Hello, elf. Where are you from?
Originally? Well, this isn't my original body, if that's what you mean.
Whose body is it?
It's mine, but it's not the body I was
Where'd you
born
get it? Where can I get one?
with. Well, after I died, I was brought back, and this
That
was
doesn't
the
help me.
body.
Where can I get a body?
What do you want a
To die.
body for?
None of your business. Not talking to you, big guy. Little guy.
You have to die first, and then
Are you
hopefully
threatening
you
me?
get the body.
Are you threatening me? What are you laughing at there, Tits McGee?
I'm just gonna quickly do a roll to see if I notice if he has teeth. Ooh, yeah.
He has teeth.
He's got teeth.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's thick.
Ooh, what? So
The hygiene, he's sweaty from running up a mountain, but he's pretty bearish.
hot.
Bare chested.
Ooh,
Not a Robin Williams level of hairy, but you know,
good.
good coat of brown hair on the
mane.
And he's
chest.
already negging you.
The body mane, nice.
Yeah. He's got tattoos.
No merkin for him.
No need of a merkin. Back to the point at hand. Tits, you distracted me. Nice job.
They tend to do that.
I've got my temp titties on too right now, so
Oh,
yeah, they're.
sorry, just a second. We'll talk about the body in a moment. And you're threatening of me.
I may have a body that you could be interested in.
I already am. Where are you headed?
Sorry, that's the extent of her flirting abilities.
Is she actually laughing? Over me?
No.
Okay.
Allegric.
Ah,
Allegri. Allegory.
It's really the only thing up this mountain.
didn't talk to you.
Sorry, what was the question?
That was the town. Where are you headed?
That's where we're headed. To Allegri.
Just the
Wait.
town in general. And then once you get there, you're just not going anywhere.
I've been through a lot in the last few days, so I cannot remember why we're going there. I think
Crazy
we're
bitch.
looking
Good. You threaten her.
for-
Where did you get this body?
Yeah, don't listen very well now, do you? Yeah.
You're wasting my time. I'm off. And he runs away.
I'm going to make an
and he's
insight to see if this guy seems like he's dangerous or a
got a
threat.
mohawk, which feathers out into like a mullet-style back end.
My insight is an 11. So,
Can you cook? Dang.
what a strange little fellow.
Only 3 out of 6 too, so.
Looking for bodies? That's odd.
Oh, not so much, depending on what he's looking for, yeah.
Day continues. There are a couple of, not wagons, but more like rickshaw kind of handcart deals coming down the mountain. In total, a group of 3 and a group of 5 at set times.
A normal amount of
Yeah, it seems
foot
like a
traffic,
normal
no
amount of
panic.
foot traffic. You can make a wisdom check at disadvantage to see if you remember what a normal amount of traffic on this road would be like.
Everything is normal.
Everything is normal.
And awesome. Because we're part of
It's
it.
almost like I was a different person when I came down these
The,
paths last
the
time.
group of 3 that passes you is like, hey, Bobby,
Vigorous tea.
good job on the lemons.
Oh.
Good. What do you mean?
You sent money and got the dog to bring llamas back. I'm guessing you like shystered some small folks, some soup breathers. Doesn't seem like you, but you know, I don't know. You're a clever fucker.
Sure.
Are we hearing about this?
I gotta
Okay.
make a bluff check
Hey,
here.
Goliath are loud.
I gotta make a deception check. That'll be a deception at a 19.
Yeah, he seems totally like, yeah, good job, man. Don't be modest, man. Good job. Your mom, pop prem. Your mom, pop prem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you headed?
We're going Deport. Just got some cheese. Just some cheese.
Watch out for the bullywugs along the way.
Bullywugs. What's that?
They're little frog people.
Oh, I thought they were like some sort of mutated dog or something.
No. They have nothing to do with bully.
Oh, good. Whew, thought you were gonna have to put that thing down when you got back. It's all tiny.
I
and
would
scrawny.
never.
Lost your dog? You just take it out back, stone it.
Ew.
Excuse me, sir?
What's with the sir stuff? Anyways, we gotta get going. Slaps you on the back, like friend hard.
Yeah. You see a little bit of sweat trickling down Bobby's face.
And they head off down the road. There's a pungent aroma of cheese emanating from the wagon.
Of cheese?
Yep.
Do you guys cater weddings?
What? No, we sell cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, see ya. Downhill's the best part. Uphill success. Suck it, Bobby. You're going the up part.
Why is he being so mean to me?
And you continue on the way. The next group of 5 don't pay you any mind. However, make a wisdom check.
Wisdom.
Yes, wisdom.
So what do? I go skill?
Yep.
So even if my wisdom is -1,
Yeah.
but
Plus
so it's a 13 then.
Yeah.
Sweet.
They appear to be a group of single eligible Goliath men,
Ooh.
pulling a couple of handcarts.
As they go by.
Yeah.
Like before they get to me, I'm going to accidentally spill some of my letters out onto the road in front of me.
3 of the 5 put down their cart and help you
Okay.
gather your letters.
And she's doing that. And checking for teeth.
Miss, ma'am, hat tipping, and
16 to notice teeth.
they all have teeth. They're all like mid-20s strapping young Goliath
Farm
men.
boys.
It's the rake. They're all rural in some description.
Yummy.
You know, you said you're doing the thing, and yet all I could think of is Undercover Brother when they introduced Denise Richards. She drops all the paperwork. Oh no! Oh my! Like wrist to the forehead,
Yeah.
fainting almost.
Yeah, they help you. They
Yeah.
give you and tip of the hat, but all really polite.
Could I trust you boys to give us good directions to the nearest city? Can I trust you?
And they're all kind of like sheepish, but yeah, ma'am. There's one
Teeth?
road that leads
Trust.
down from the lowlands to Legric.
The nearest city's up there, Shylo.
Yeah, your friend's got it. Sorry, Shylo.
Mm.
Are you from? You're not from Legric.
No.
I don't think I've ever seen you.
No.
Are you from one of the other tribes
Yes.
of the Rake?
Have you ever heard of Goliath magazine?
It's on newsstands now. Yes.
That is my aunt who runs that magazine.
Oh my goodness.
I know, right?
You're
That's
one of
where
them highfalutins.
maybe.
Well, you'll enjoy our city, town.
I could sure use a
Town.
a holiday guide.
I don't have that, man. And all the other boys are like, no, I don't have a holiday guide. Damn, we should have stopped at that new Bob's place.
Bob's franchised out.
Yeah. You could stop at the Bob's place when you get into town. The other dude's like, no, go to Pesto's. They got better food.
Oh,
There's a Bob's in Legric now?
Oh yeah, they opened last week.
is it across the street from a place called Pesto's?
Yeah. You've been there?
No,
It's the coolest place. They have gambling.
I've never been out for dinner there.
They have gambling that doesn't involve llamas.
I've never.
That doesn't sound like
I've
fun.
never.
I know, but
I've never been out to dinner there.
Hey, you guys have an elf.
I've never been to dinner there.
We don't have an elf so much as there's an elf with us.
Damn it.
Oh, he's one of those. Good day to you, sir.
Oh,
It is a pleasure to meet your people.
nice to meet you too, Dassa.
Have a good trip. We should go.
Do
I've
I
never
know
been
what
out
they're
for dinner on a
driving at?
date there before.
Do I know what all these people are driving
You
at?
can make a wisdom check to see if you can remember.
16. I'm rolling hot today.
Somewhere in the back of your mind, you get the feeling, just the tickle in your chest, that you get whenever Shylo talks about that's hilarious.
Aw.
the tickle in your chest that you get any time that Shylo talks about elves. Just something weird.
Would I know anything?
Make a wisdom check.
14.
I mean, bigotry is the worldwide. That's the only thing you could place that it might be.
Except for Goliaths. We are not bigots at all. We just base all of our opinions about other races on facts.
And there's your
Yes.
science.
Just because we're pointing it out the obvious doesn't mean that we're whatever they call it. That's
Would
it.
Shylo have any idea if I was to ask? Or is that not something she would have...
I'm sure this would have been part of the conversation, and that would have been her revealed opinion of it.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, I think maybe there might be some sort of cultural / racial / species animosity, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, most people don't really care for elves.
The
See
elves
what I
love
mean?
the elves.
It's natural.
Not my
But
fault.
the shoe fly guy is
If the
tip-top.
gods didn't want us to be freaked out by elves, he wouldn't have made them.
It's not my fault. I was reborn
Or they
this
wouldn't
way.
have
I
made
didn't
them.
ask.
As a quick aside, all of us here at Jerk DM would like to note that any portrayals of bigotry in our sessions are used only as a story or narrative device to add a level of realism to the world. We understand how truly sad that statement is. We would like nothing more than to live in a world of peace, acceptance, and love. We will do our best not to take it too far or overuse it in our sessions. Thank you for your understanding. Now back to the session.
It strikes you that it's been a good hour since you've even heard a mumble out of your brother. And normally he mumbles about something like, oh, I've never been to this part of the world, or oh, look at that flower, or oh, like something. He'll
You're
gibber.
all right there, sir.
But what's that? It seems we have a bad connection.
Oh, you're not quite around then, are you?
But no, I'm not that round. Kind of incorporeal, but I do have a body that's vaguely shaped draconic the way it was. My tail's still here.
I want to try and cast a cantrip.
Hit.
Just illuminate.
Yep. You roll with disadvantage.
So it is a cantrip and we're not in combat, but it's still disadvantage?
Yep.
Okay. Nope, just...
Sounds weird. You're not sure why.
Okay, no, fair. So I was going for a cantrip. Oh, that's not good. It's an 11.
Okay. It goes off just and it lights up, but it's got that light.
The fact that I even had to try and roll to cast
Yeah.
a cantrip in general means...
Yeah, normally that you just wave your hand.
Yeah.
And it's light.
Shylo knows something's weird because they were completely oblivious to her flirting. So something's weird.
No, they reciprocated, but they reciprocated like farm boys. They were just really polite.
And like she said, they totally didn't get her flirting.
Good news.
All right. You continue walking.
What's the terrain like around where we're at right now?
Rocky.
Mountains.
Rocky. There is a path. It is a defined path. It can carry cart traffic, but not much more. It would be a string of flue-flamas coming down, but you could easily get them down.
Is it
Now, are there any caves or like a copse of trees somewhere off to the side?
There are trees everywhere. It's like
Alpine forests?
alpine forest. It's kind of like just for a Jeff reference. I think you've probably done the hike or one of the hikes that is Fortress or the backside of Fortress or that area of Kananaskis.
I skied it way back when I was a kid.
Like that.
Okay.
Or like trying to do like Howling Peak or...
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
so it's not like it's Tunnel Mountain where it's like
No,
three
you're not-
or four trees in an area, but you can see between them clearly. It's more like actual sets here and there with paths.
Yeah.
Although it's a singular path.
Yeah.
High mountain switchback.
Okay.
Might not. We've only been traveling for half a day, so we still got
A
a day
little
and
over
a
half
half
a
to
day.
go.
Yeah.
Depending on how it goes as we get closer, it might do if I'm not seen. But for now, I think we should just continue on.
Well, Goliaths are very welcoming. We have all kinds coming through Aligric.
There seems to be more than that going on.
Brother, and you hear kind of like echoing and cutting out. Maybe you should shave your. And that's all you hear.
Testicles.
Did you catch that? That came through clear.
I only got part of it.
I said maybe you should. Your head.
Huh.
Try and, pass yourself off as a.
I doubt that would work.
As Bobby runs his fingers through his...
Luxurious mane.
And it was 50-50 on the male Goliaths that you've seen. They either are bald as a cue ball or glorious Brad Pitt 1990s hair.
There's something in the water at Aligric. It helps us grow these luxurious manes.
I'm just going to continue on for now.
Okay.
I don't think we've gone far enough for me to want to safely hide for still a day and a half.
How much do you weigh?
Yeah.
Probably not a whole ton. Does the elf have a pot belly like the Dragonborn did?
Surprisingly, no. He's pretty slim down.
Is an elf too big to hide in my boobs?
Yes.
Okay.
An elf's build would be pretty similar to my build. Maybe a little skinnier.
Okay.
My build when you first met me.
Okay.
Not this.
So can't
Old
be hidden in boobs. No boob hiding for you.
No boob hiding. Maybe if you had a Bjorn, you might be able to pass it off.
He's not a gnome.
Don't ever give up trying to hide in boobs, Rob. Just keep trying.
I never have.
I think for now we just press on, but we have to keep an eye open.
Okay, and the rest of the day goes, you pass a few other solo travelers, all Goliaths, and they all seem to be, if you're chatting with them, heading towards Deepport and or Springfell and or Kathy's Bend and or Southlease.
All just to sell wares.
Just to sell wares, knickknacks. Some are just on a walkabout, which is not uncommon for Goliath.
The Rumspringa.
As we encounter them, I'm gonna ask if I can pay some of them randomly a small fee to carry a letter to me to Bob's courier service.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna keep responding to some of the
Do you have any criteria for who you're picking? Male, female, do you care?
alive.
Okay, make a luck check.
And then like a couple of the T's, like
Okay.
maybe evident in the letter, like that one guy in the last session. He seemed.
The guy that we wrote the poem to.
Yeah, that dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send my poem. Oh, and I get it because it's to do with the 3 T's of love. I get
It is.
or the like passions.
Agreed.
Dang, that's very much better. What is this based on?
Just a luck.
Oh, that's really bad. That would be a 2
All right. You pass off.
with advantage.
You pass off your letter to what seems to be a lovely looking woman.
Okay.
Heading into town.
One of my letters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She takes it. She offers to do it free of charge, just
Sweet.
for the greater good of Glidey.
Okay, cool.
And yeah.
It's not my letter to the one that I like because I'm
Okay.
still crafting that.
So you
This is just a little inquiry to one of the randos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rando inquiry.
Mhm.
End of the day, you guys make camp.
I'm gonna read letters.
The curry mix smells delectable.
Oh, did we get a pheasant?
Yeah, you got a pheasant the morning before.
Nice.
I'll cook dinner
Okay.
at 16.
At this roadside rest stop, it's like an area that's been cleared out of the mountains. and it's got like medieval pennon flags, those long wispy flags. Doily knit, which is a glidey tradition, is they have these long pennon flags to represent each tribe. This is just the overall rake tribe doily pattern.
The Nans.
In a royal purple. And there's several of them around marking the outside perimeter of the roadside check stop rest point. And you guys make camp for the night.
Okay.
Anyone else here?
Nope. Actually, you guys are all alone.
After I eat dinner or make dinner, I'm gonna just sit down on a stump and quietly eat by myself, pondering. And after a while, I'm gonna sit down beside Shoefly and go, Shoe, I'm a little worried about going home.
Why is that, Bobby?
I'm not the same as when I left, and I'm worried that people will judge me differently, or that I'll embarrass myself.
How do you think you've changed?
There's something wrong with my brain. I used to be better at thinkies. I could do that thing where you make words show up on paper and then understand them.
Read?
I could try a little something here if you're willing.
Oh.
I don't know if it'll go well.
Okay.
I'm assuming it would be disadvantage still to cast a spell.
It's a disadvantage to cast a spell, and you see just up the rest point, there's a kind of a little goat path, and you don't read giant or Goliath, do you?
I do not believe so.
There is a little signpost in some weird like.
Oh wait, would Goliath be considered or giant be considered wild speak?
Nope.
No, that's just wild speak. Okay.
There's some weird runes that look vaguely Norse or Viking kind of thing, scribbled on it with a finger pointing towards down the path a little ways. And you can see a weird pennon flag that's got 3 different flags on one flagpole, and one's in black and red, the other one's in purple and pink, and then the third one is in green and blue.
Say, Bobby, you know what that is? I pointed out what that sign.
That's one of those things that people read those thoughts on. Yeah.
You can clearly overhear them trying to make out what the hell this sign says.
Even Shylo can read, so.
Yeah.
I'd actually call you over.
Yeah.
Shy, you think you could help us with that?
Oh, yeah.
Right up there.
Oh, it
I can read it perfectly clearly.
just says safe casting and manifesting spot.
Safe casting and manifesting spot.
And it's far enough away that, from what you know of mishaps, you're far enough away from the main campsite that
I bet you casting in this area is affected by residuum in some way, so it's probably like a bad idea or restricted.
Well, it said safe, yeah.
You have to go to the area where the sign indicates. We just have to go up that little path a little bit.
We should head over there, Bobby.
Oh, okay.
I'll go with you guys just to read the signs along the way to make sure you get to where you're going. I'll help them.
Yeah.
To get where they're.
Basically, there's just one sign that says carved in runes, welcome. If you break it, please fix it. And it's just a big open
Safe casting.
It's about the same size as our room here.
Yeah.
It's like a campsite.
Yeah, with 3 pennon flags, all with the 3 individual flags on each flagpole.
And it's a safe casting area.
Yeah.
And
they actually have on the signs arcane, divine, and psionic, and it lists them in these colors.
Oh, neat. Okay.
And sorry, the divine was the blue and white, not the green and blue. scrap the green and blue. I got that wrong.
I remember casting too, you could do the thing where it takes longer to...
That's true, but I don't have to in the safe zone. I just get to cast it, but I have spell slots. But I'm
Okay.
only going to try this once because it's either going to work or not.
Oh, it's not safe like that. It's not stable.
Oh.
It's far enough away that if anything goes wrong, you're not going to hurt the other casters.
Oh.
Yeah.
I get. Sorry, I misunderstood.
No, as soon as you start casting, you're like, wait a minute, this isn't a stable magic zone.
Okay.
I had mixed up between. Sorry, when you said safe, I assumed that's what you meant as there isn't the role. You stable as well. That's called right. Okay.
New guy, would you be able to figure out if new guy has some sort of like hex on him or something? Because I do have an anti-hex potion that he can.
Well, I was gonna
Drink
try
that.
something, but it's risky.
If you could fix my thinky parts, I'm willing to take that risk.
You might want to step back for this.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna step way back.
The campsite.
Yeah.
Go back to the campsite. You ready for this, Bobby? Let's see how this goes.
That doesn't look good.
No, it's a known at least. It's a known.
Did you curse?
It just
your
doesn't
cup
go off.
at some point.
Was it a 1 or?
No, it was
Oh.
2.
Oh.
So bad enough that there's no way in hell it's working,
Yeah.
but nothing. It's a second level known spell, so
Yep.
I can try one more time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can see like sparks come out of his fingers and then nothing.
One was good, but the other was not. I don't think
Another
it.
2?
Oh, hang on,
Hang on.
because we're not in combat, so it would just be a 12 because it's second level
it's-
spell.
yeah.
Perfect. I managed to cast Lesser Restoration. I have no idea if that's going to work or not, but it's all I got.
You were giving yourself a disadvantage on wisdom checks, right?
No.
Oh, you weren't?
No, this is just about stuff in my character.
Yeah, no, I remember that. I just couldn't remember if it was... You don't really know why it happened, though, right?
No, I had no idea. Yeah.
What I'll do... We'll give you advantage on wisdom checks or intelligence checks to remember things, and we'll start building your memory back up from there.
Okay.
Because I don't want to just yada hand wave this, because
Is it? Well, it's not so much I lost my memory because I still have my.
You just shattered
memory.
yourself?
It's just
You
my.
broke your brain.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's not a hex.
No, it's not a hex. It's kind of a mental schism.
Good, because I was gonna make shots out of that.
Shots!
I'm afraid that's all I can do for you at the moment, Bobby.
You are feeling slightly less foggy-headed. I'll give you that.
I appreciate you trying. I'm just worried I'll disappoint my family. It's bad enough I lost our herd, but
Well,
Make a
from
wisdom
what
check with
from what your
advantage.
cousin, okay.
with advantage.
Yeah.
17. Wait. Yeah, skill. Yeah.
On the way up here, you actually, you're like, oh, holy shit! How did you like? You now okay? It wasn't just bullies tracks you remember seeing, but you actually do see
The herd.
you.
Well,
like,
and Buddy told me
like,
the herd is back.
Yeah, like yeah, fuck, I did see tracks.
Not just
what the hell
Buddy.
is wrong with me?
Your cousin Roy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I meant by Bud.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it just dawned on you what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Like some of the more subtle signs that you would have missed, maybe tracking, like things being pushed over, or a tuft of hair here and a tuft of hair there, and putting them together like, oh yeah, that color. Oh, and that color. Oh yeah, I remember that one. It had that weird streak, and if just shit, you're just like just an aha moment.
Mm-hmm. But it doesn't change the fact that I've lost my herd.
Yep.
Or that I'm an idiot. And I wasn't when I left.
Yep.
Or were you?
I'm pretty
It's a
sure.
twist.
I'm pretty sure I could read at
Dun,
least
dun,
when I
dun.
left. I have some memories of staring at squiggles on a page and understanding them. But now when I see you guys do your squiggles, it just looks like a weird drawing that doesn't make any sense.
Well, Bobby, I can
Shoot.
understand feeling the way you do, but you
You're-
should know.
In the middle of saying that, you hear, "Hey, Schubert!" a wisdom check.
$19.
Don't you sass me, boy. You answer him. You vaguely recognize the voice, and you're like, Aunt May?
Are you Peter Parker?
Is May taken? I went out on a limb here.
They're still alive. No, I have an aunt, but she is still alive. So
Well, you have a great aunt, deceased great Aunt May.
okay. Hang on, I need to have that written down.
Great answer, the best.
Yeah. Her husband Ben left her, so
That
she went
bastard.
on a walkabout, never to be seen again.
That's so sad. I've been watching a lot of crime videos. He murdered her, didn't he?
No, her husband Ben left. So his uncle Ben left.
Oh, and then she went on a walk.
Yeah.
Okay.
She went on a walkabout.
Is that you then, Mai?
Oh, you always were a bright one, weren't you there, cabinet boy?
I'm doing my best.
Yeah. Sure. Your brother was always the better one at it. So what are you doing? Yeah.
I was about to ask you the same thing, Al.
Where else would an old lady go?
I can think of a lot of places. Usually members of the family.
I was thinking you're not casting. You need to be casting more. Good job on that spill. Almost blew yourself up.
Still learning. Has been helping me.
Ha! Anyways, good to see you, boy.
Well, it's nice to hear from
Welcome
you,
to the
too.
rake. You're in my domain now, bitch. I mean, Sonny.
Wait, was that her making a slip or you?
Cut and cut.
Not.
Just clarify.
No, it was me.
Oh, you've been hanging around here then? Not helping any of the others?
Which rookie brought you back? Look at you.
Yeah.
Where's your tail?
Well, that would be probably digested.
You used to have such a pretty blue color.
I'm what I am now. Although at some point, I imagine I'll be just like you again now.
You watch your mouth.
Rather hard in this form.
Well, anyways, you get yourself back to camp now. Get yourself to sleeping.
Can I make a check to see if this actually is... Actually, I'd have no idea. If she's my great aunt, odds are she was dead before I would have been born.
Or slightly thereafter, if she knows you were blue.
Anyone she would have spoken to.
You come from a
Living
wealthy
beast.
family, though. There's probably paintings and...
You're crying.
Yeah, but I don't see them. I just hear their voices.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah, but I mean, in your house, there's probably paintings and stuff like that you'd know. Like...
You would have met her. You would have been very, very young, and you just barely remember the voice and the whole scandal of Uncle Ben leaving her. And
She went on a
Just
walk.
trying to figure out if it's actually her something pretending to be her.
fair enough.
Do I have perception?
Oh, look at just make a wisdom check.
Oh,
You have good wisdom, though.
Wisdom.
Nat 20 for
Oh,
a
look at
25.
Aunt May was well known in the family to be a very particular lady. She liked her doilies clean and pressed. She was kind of the matriarch of the family until she went on her little walkabout, which was the scandal of the family.
She could have been a Nan.
Well,
No,
except
she
for the
was a
fact she's
dragon.
not a Goliath.
Never
Yeah.
mind.
And yeah, in her older age, she left when you were maybe 8.
Okay.
In her older age, you remember she was just downright smarmy. and really pissed off at life. She stopped healing. She just decided that it was time just to go for a walk. And just nobody ever saw her again.
I'm guessing you ended up out here and just didn't bother going back then, huh?
Great here. Good people. Not that I like the food. Smelly food. Awful smelly food. I think it killed me.
Or possibly the air.
No. I came prepared.
Always well good for that.
But just a well-run society. Smart ladies.
Gliding.
It is pronounced glide.
Are you correcting me, boy?
I sure I am, because I'm traveling with this too.
They're not old enough to matter.
Well, after the passing, I decided to try and take the family job. I felt it should go on.
Got away from that damn woodworking.
Yeah,
You know what woodworking's good for? Nothing.
making good chips.
No, nothing. Nothing.
Wound up with these.
It makes
We've
it
done
makes
some
enemies at the
traveling.
quarry. They don't like it. Now get on to bed, you. It's late.
Good night to that.
Yeah, and you just never mind. Get to bed. Get.
I'm gonna sit down and have a snack.
You don't see her again.
So snack on some curried pheasant.
yeah, I'm just.
Because I
And then
totally
head
did
back.
mix the curry that I was
Yeah.
given in with the pheasant.
You two? Love it. Like tastes
Oh,
of
yeah.
home. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Mm-hmm.
You, sir, can make a constitution saving throw.
Ah,
Oh, are you gonna get the skidlers?
and we use some chili.
11.
You can feel a rumble in your tumble. It goes down good. But you get the distinct impression that tomorrow morning there's going to be a bush with your name on it. Maybe sooner.
Hey, you love the frozen cookie dough. This is worth it too.
There's
As any curry
curry
always
is
is.
always worth it.
But it is good.
Yeah. I don't want the white heat. I want the right heat.
All right. Well,
So,
Bobby goes to bed and has an extremely restless sleep tonight.
I am not sleeping. I'm jacked on potions.
Do
up
it
to you.
right.
How do you take this? Bobby's grunting a lot in his sleep, and there's at one point he rolls over and he's kind of got like that sleepy lazy eye thing going on, and you think he might be looking at you, but you're not sure, and he is grunting.
Does he have an erection?
No, saying things like, "I didn't mean to lose the hurt.
Okay, then he's not looking at me.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry for my brain."
Number 7, the erection.
Yeah.
That doesn't start with a T.
I'll work on that one.
The throbbing.
And as you're drifting off or going into meditation, you do hear every now and again hear Aunt May mumbling around.
What does she want? I didn't ask that. Sorry.
You do actually, as you go into meditation, feel as though there is something special about this campsite.
Okay.
Something just feels different. Wind blows a little less. Sound is a little deadened.
Can I? Would that be a perception?
You can try just a arcane or divine check to see if you can get a whim of what it is.
10. 10 on divine.
Yeah, something's off, but you're not sure. Doesn't feel bad off, but it does feel off.
Okay.
Night passes completely without an incident.
So.
I'm gonna spend some time just looking around to see if I can find any flip-flop tracks, just to see if I can see if
make a wisdom.
she's okay.
Make a wisdom check.
A wisdom. Hmm. That's not good. 6.
While you're walking the perimeter, when you come back to the fire, if you have one, or where the fire would have been,
Yeah.
you notice 2 pheasants.
Okay. Well, she's hunting well.
Or were these the old pheasants and you forgot what they look like?
And morning comes, the celestial rooster crows. And what do you guys do?
I'm gonna continue
Yeah,
on.
head on up to the
I
city.
will make my dressage checks for the day.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna clean a little bit because I'm done morning,
Okay.
but my dress is still.
That's
oh
a
no, we did
19.
change before we headed out of town, so
Yeah.
I'm wearing my good.
You get travel
I'm
clothes.
still gonna clean up just so that I don't stink going into town.
Or sorry.
Well, I might be able
18.
to help with that.
Ooh, I would love that.
I'm gonna. Is there like a bucket or something around here?
There is a bucket, and by the bucket is a sign.
What's
The
the sign?
bucket is tied to the sign.
I'll read it for you.
Sean, what's that say now?
Speak water.
It says "Speak water." Yeah.
It fills up.
I don't even have to do anything. You go right ahead.
Oh, I'm
wash up.
gonna freshen up. Yeah.
Oh, and Bobby as well. Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
his hygiene is impeccable.
Ooh.
And so does Shu, but he does the head thing. So he splashes water in his face and then just dunks his entire head of hair, and just so it's dripping nice and cold down his back. And so keep him cool in the sun.
I don't
Do you
think
do
you
the
need to be
dramatic-
kept cool. We are coming up to Ligric. It is cold out.
It's at elevation. It's a nice summer day for Liquid, but
Do you do the sexy
Okay.
wet hair flip
No.
back with the water?
No.
Not in a slow mo arc.
No.
No.
Actually, yeah. You know what? And I'm going to give myself disadvantage on this. Yeah. It's still gonna pass at a 14. He would at least have an idea. I was like, would he have any idea how to care for hair? He's a dragonborn, but especially like even just elf hair, because elves. He wouldn't know, but no, he.
it's awkward. It's weird, but yeah, you've seen people wash their hair.
Okay, so I won't do the head dunk thing, but I'll do the like scoop some water and like just dump it on my head and try and like brush stuff out of it, because that's all I know to do.
I'm gonna help you. I can comb your hair for you.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna.
Oh, are you gonna treat him like he's a little dress-up doll?
If I'm gonna be with an elf, they're gonna at least look half decent.
You've had nieces and nephews where you've braided their hair before, and it's about that size.
Yeah.
And
So standing back a ways, I'm gonna like part his hair and like comb everything out, and then I'm gonna throw my comb in the fire.
to your Goliath hands, like it is really soft and nice, but to your hands it feels like doll hair. It's
Gross.
just you're
And the elf stench is like probably.
it's thick.
I will brush out his hair and like comb it out with my little comb, and then I'm chucking my comb in the fire.
Okay.
Subtly though, like Shylo subtle. Oops. Oh no, my cup. Oh well. And then she goes on.
You mount up the floofs. I've been envisioning this in my head as, remember the old Tauntaun Kenner action figures?
Yeah.
Or the Dewbacks. So for Sash, who probably doesn't know, it used to have like, it was like a Tauntaun. You know what a Tauntaun is, right?
Mhm. The warm ones, the warm inside.
Yeah, the warm inside ones.
Warm inside.
The Kenner toy had, so the action figures didn't have legs that spread, so it would ride like a horse.
Okay.
It had a flap in its back that you just shoved the whole action figure through a flap in its back.
My God.
So when you pulled it out, it looked like a full creature, but
That's.
but in my mind, that's kind of the way floof llamas work. You don't need a saddle; you just kind of sit through the hair. And just
Wiggle
But they
yourself.
don't have blue flammers.
oh, you got regular llamas.
You've got regular
Yeah,
llamas.
Yeah.
It's a good
Oh
thing
my
they're
God.
trained.
Continuing on, you spend the first half of the day climbing the rest of the pass. Again, the odd traveler, nothing exciting. Mostly it looks like people either on walkabouts or peddling goods. Until you hit the plateau. The plateau is a series of rolling hills, crazy long grasses, which seems unusual for the elevation. but magic, And there is a well-worn cart trail that has a nice, dense, squishy high mountain clover to walk on. It's actually really comfortable.
Nice.
You actually didn't know what you were missing in life on road travel until you got onto the clover. You're like, oh yeah.
It feels so good to be back home again.
Yeah, it's like
I take off my boots and like let my toes squish in the clover as I walk.
I'm not from this type of area.
not quite. No, it's different. It's different to you, but
I love the.
It's like having hardwood or Berber your whole life and then walking into a really rich plush carpet.
It's variety. It just smells better.
I can't wait for you two to see it, Liebert. It is really quite stunning. It gets more and more beautiful the closer you get. The summer colors are vibrant.
This is the most you've talked about your hometown since you joined us, new guy.
Well, you haven't asked.
I'm not even asking now.
And
I mean, you didn't even know my name for a week, was it?
How long have I known you?
Do you know my name?
Oh my god, it starts with a B. It starts with a B, right? Am I right?
Who's asking, player or character?
No, like
player.
my character.
Yes, it starts with a B.
Remember, I made it as easy as I possibly could.
Oh yes, it's Bob, right?
Bobby.
Bobby. Yeah, Bobby.
Only weirdos go by Bob.
Yeah, that is true. Sorry.
It's a cheap thing.
Yeah, I forget what we were talking about now.
So it's the most you've talked about LA Grapes.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I just
says-
noticed that you remember more about your town than you've ever.
Oh, no, I've always remembered.
Oh.
It's just sometimes hard to word it.
Oh. Okay.
You can see off in the distance, bounding over a hill, a small wild herd of flue flamers just through the tall grasses.
How can you tell if they're wild or not? Are they smaller or wilder looking?
Well, the wild ones, you can see their coats aren't fully combed regularly, and no one's like polished their hooves and brushed their teeth and all the things you do to make sure your llama is in prim and proper shape.
And typically, at least one member of the herd will have a bell.
Oh, cute. Oh.
You got to know where they are.
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
if you have very, very particular llamas, you want a bell on each. Like I like to keep a bell on every llama in my herd. Makes them easier to track. And we only raise the best foof llamas.
Is it blue flam silk that's like one of the most sought after silks? I should maybe
Silk, wool, depending on who you ask. The Goliaths call it silk, and
I could maybe
the
get
super leaders call it wool.
my wedding silk.
Oh, yes. We have these rare white foof llamas. I mean, 1 in every 12 in a herd who comes out pure white, almost albino. Like they make the nicest white silk for a dress. Oh, yes.
Oh, and
You would look a dream.
Pretty expensive.
Bobby would also know that this time of year, the milk, to
I have to
die
get rich
for.
again.
To die for. Fresh from the teat.
In fact, if I see a female wild one, I will try to corral her to get a glass of milk for everybody.
Hell, why not? Yeah, you see, there's a herd reasonably close. They're super friendly. They're like puppies. They're like Jaspers. They just will walk up to you and be like, hey.
Does he need to go out?
No, he's just a
He's just being
weirdo.
weirdo.
Yeah, make a charisma check.
Animal handling?
Yeah, animal handling.
17.
She flops to her side, pulls her legs back, exposing her teats.
This is the proper way to milk a foof lemon. I'll sit there and I'll just like and like fill a couple glasses of milk for everybody.
It's warm, it's steamy, it's creamy.
Yeah, we bathe in
And
this.
it does the typical llama almost purr. It's like,
Oh, that's a good girl. That's a good girl. Give me the sweet milk.
Sweet milk, sweet milk.
And it is a sweet milk.
Yeah, it's delish.
Milk was a good choice.
Milk, especially Fuflama milk in the summer,
On a
is
summer
always
day,
a good choice.
a delicious glass of milk. Mm.
It's a high alpine summer day, but yes.
I imagine me with the Fuflama in the scene in Zoolander, the gas fight. Me just like squirting everybody with
Yeah.
Fuflama.
Bite. Yeah, and when you're done, it pulls its legs up underneath it and froops itself back onto its stomach and stands up and boing, boing, boing.
As you start doing the Zoolander thing, I want to picture the rest of the herd in the background just harmonizing.
Like a Little Mermaid montage.
Yeah. But they're doing the llama purr hum thing to wake me up before you go.
Hilarious. So you guys drink your milk and carry on your way. As you get to about an hour away from the library, you can clearly see the pennant flags, white pennant flags, doilies over top of the city. It's like a mound city, like a big kind of mazy deal. You look confused? Or...
No, I'm just trying to see the time on your phone.
It is 8:02. Kind of a mound city, like Jeff, the town city in Lord of the Rings that was in the middle of the prairies, the horse people.
Right.
Rohan.
Rohan.
Kind of like that city where everything's built on top of everything
Okay.
else. Very Viking-esque architecture, longhouses, weird twisting maze, and
Big fences.
some farmland, but not like long-term growth farm, and lots of like paddocks for flute flamas and
It's more like grazing and
Yeah.
Okay.
most of their stuff is less grown and more harvested, like more not scavenged.
But yeah, like harvested
Yeah.
and like honey, we
Yeah.
would run the apiaries.
Yep.
And, okay.
So it's the village on the hill.
Yeah.
And we probably harvest some
villages
hay
and-
and stuff like that a little bit.
Yeah.
To feed the flute farmers.
Yep.
Okay.
And it smells great. Like you've never gotten this close to a city that hasn't, especially for this time period, hasn't just basically stunk.
Mm.
Like undertones of urine and
I bet you
feces.
the Nans are very particular about
Oh my
cleanliness
God.
and
Well, yes, it's a Goliath
Yeah.
society. You know
Goliath-
what hygiene means to us.
Yes.
Lavender, incense, and everywhere the smell of rose perfume.
And our sewage system is top notch.
Top-notch.
It takes it down the mountain and just
Mhm.
far away.
Dumps it in the Elven land.
Well, I don't know about that, but
Oh, that's what our traditions were.
And so on Mundus, the general consensus is that Goliaths are uncivilized.
Oh.
To everybody but Glidey. Glidey, in amongst your own kind, quote unquote, you are actually very refined. There's a culture of poetry and doily knitting and or crocheting or however you make doilies.
Glidey magazine.
Glidey magazine. But to outsiders, it's almost an instinctual reaction to be all like duh, you know.
Mm-hmm.
they just don't understand the nuances.
Mm-mm. We're a very subtle culture.
I heard that word once before. I don't know what it means.
Is it one of those they're big so they must be dumb sort of situations?
Yeah, and or they're like this crude ass Viking culture.
Well, because so many of us are so violent, people just assume that we're unhygienic.
Mm-hmm.
But the only way to properly protect a herd is through violence.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You cannot just, somebody could just come and take your herd. You have to make them afraid
Not
to take
her.
your herd.
Yeah. Ever.
Which, slight cut, when I was actually doing research about shepherds for this society, apparently shepherds were crazy violent for that same reason. It was you could have your whole livelihood stolen. Your
Yeah.
whole livelihood stolen
Mhm.
overnight. So shepherds were crazy violent, and if anybody tried to steal their herd, they
Lethal
went
force.
lethal force, and fucking with their bodies, like sending messages.
Mm.
And that's why the people in the Appalachians are so fucking crazy and weird, is that it's a lot of the shepherds that came over from
Interesting.
Europe. Yeah,
Interesting.
Neat.
it was some
Love it.
weird little. That's why Bobby is crazy violent when violence comes about, but super affable every other time.
I like it.
So as you follow the main road up to the city, to what used to be like outbuilding / barns, maybe longhouses, like old disused feast halls that were like converted into like basically animal paddocks at best. They have been cleaned up. They have a fresh coat of paint on them, which is like unheard of in Glidey. Normally it's just like log and sod.
Even for a Legric?
Even for really not much is painted. Like there will be like carvings on the side of things.
Is
with
this
paint
new to
in
me?
them. The buildings, like without any check, the buildings should be there, but the buildings are fancier than you have ever seen them. And make a wisdom check with advantage. You guys don't need this.
With advantage? Well,
Yep.
that's good. No, still
No,
6.
there are words and words on
I
both
can
these
read all
buildings.
words.
Bob's on the right, just as it is, and Pesto's on the left.
Oh, it's Bob's and Pestos. They expanded.
I don't know what I think about this.
And the place
I like
is hopping. There are like ties, like animal ties out front, and the place is like there's flu flama llama, mountain goat, flu flama llama, alpaca, like all tied in the hitching post.
Go to Bob's.
I turned my nose up at the alpaca.
And I'm gonna see if there's a Bob's courier service.
So you walk in, and the layout is like Bob's, identical. Everything is bigger, but Bob's. And standing behind the desk, you see a Goliath man with a handlebar mustache.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell whether it's real or not.
Mm-hmm.
Beside him is a human dude who looks very similar, bald, horseshoe of hair with a handlebar mustache, wearing the typical Bob's uniform. The human dude has like what looks like a fishbowl on his head.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks up at the big guy and goes, "Hello and welcome to Bob's. I am Bob. How may I be of service to you today?"
I'm just here to check and see if Bob's has a Bob's courier service here.
Whoa, slow down. Your accent's way too thick. and you see the human dude, like, now, he puts his hands up. Now, Bob of the day, Manager Bob, I have my manager hat on. I can't because of this fishbowl thing. I'm sorry. You have to be polite. You have to be kinder. You can say, "I'm sorry, ma'am," on behalf of Bobco. He's learning. He's a trainee. What he meant to say was, "Can you just please slow just slightly?"
He doesn't speak Goliath or Giant or what I speak. What do I speak? I speak
You would speak Goliath.
Goliath.
Or
Yeah,
Giant.
but to him, you're a Newfie or a Newfoundlander, and yeah, there's an accent.
Oh, I know. It's a class thing. I'm from the upper classes. He's from the upper classes.
Okay, and he's common as a second language to him.
Oh, I can speak common to him.
Yeah, we do here. We try to. We will accommodate Goliath home tongue, but common is the language. And because Bob,
Are you telling me that in a Goliath city, in a Goliathy,
just to people that don't look like they're from out of town travelers, we first start with common. That is corporate rule. He points up to the rules.
I don't work for a corporate.
No, not you. You can speak any language you want, miss. If you would have talked to us directly in Goliath.
I can't believe the service here. This is not like other Bobs. I'm going over to.
Oh, no, ma'am. Please. I apologize profusely. A room on the house.
Oh, don't. My family will put us up for the night. We have much nicer accommodations than this.
Oh, Okay. Yeah.
We are the
Bobby!
primary fooflema distribute.
Ah.
Hello?
You hear Mom's voice.
What are you doing?
God. Oh no.
Bobby, come over here.
I'm gonna
Hi, Mom.
head as I see Bob. Is she calling in Goliath
Yeah,
or in
Goliath.
common?
In
Okay,
Goliath.
but I see Bobby's reaction.
Yeah.
Is it still a disadvantage on casting?
Give it a shot. You don't know. Went smooth. Not disadvantage.
14. I cast Bless on Bobby here. Try and help him through this next little.
All right.
Don't worry, Bobby. There's a little something to get you through. You're gonna be just fine.
Thank you,
You've done a
friend
good
Shu.
job.
Bobby, where have you been?
Oh, Mother. And you see Bobby try and gather up
I
his
have been
hair and
worried sick
present
about you.
himself a little bit.
I have
He's
been-
like, I'm sorry, I haven't been to see Benicio in a while. My hair's a mess. Hi,
Bobby,
hi, Mom.
Bob, calm down.
Hi,
What
Mom.
do we used to do? We used to hold our breath 10 seconds and then release. Good, Bob. You know what? You look hungry. Here, you can have my burger. She gives you.
I start munching on it.
And you take this money, and she opens her little change purse.
I'm fine. I've got.
There
I
you
pull
go.
out my big melted blob of gold. I've.
Bob, what did I tell you about picking up rocks?
I look at the gold, but it's.
Bob, I'm your mother. Just take my money and go see the haircut.
Yes,
Go-
Mother.
go for the
Yes,
haircuts.
Mother. I put my big blob of gold.
And remember to tip well. We're a good family.
I scurry away.
You see Bob go running, or Bobby go running off.
And I run off to Benicio's.
Okay. Shylo,
Shiloh's just pissed about being offended.
the big
He talked to your room. You were
Goliath Bob.
unoffended.
Goliath
Yeah.
Bob says, "I'm terribly sorry. Follow me to your room.
Yeah.
Complimentary on the house.
I would like a bath, actually.
Oh, and a bath, of course.
Yeah, at no charge.
Anything to keep you out of that substandard pestos.
And at no charge.
Of course. Welcome to.
Oh, I
Welcome to
also
Limerick.
need to make use of your courier services. Comped, of course.
Of course. You have a full 24 hours of comp service.
I'm going to give him the 19 letters that I've written in response to the one guy that I was slightly
Absolutely,
interested
man. What would you like to sent by foot traffic? I'm sorry, I'm a trainee. Would you like to sent by foot traffic or magically? We have a teleport service directly to Deport now.
in. Maybe let's do magically because they are
On the
heavily
house, ma'am.
perfumed.
Please
Yeah.
Well, I'll have the porter come up and
Yeah.
fill your
And I
bath.
don't want rats to get them this time.
Rats? Where? There are no rats in Legric.
Okay, good. Then they can't eat my letters this time.
Oh, are there rats in Deport?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Well, they might eat your letters, ma'am. I
It's
can't
just-
guarantee. Do you want me to rewrite them for you?
No, I would like them to be delivered to
Did you
this
perfume
gentleman.
them, though?
Oh yeah, they're perfumed.
They're probably going to eat my rats.
Okay, rewrite them, but don't read them.
I won't read them, ma'am. Thank you for choosing Bob's. Enjoy your stay. The
Thank
portal will
you.
be up within 5. And you
I want all the groceries in one bag, but I don't want the bag to be heavy.
Though we here at Jerk DM have lore guides and fun facts coming out our wazoos, we would like to hear from you, our 2 or 3 listeners. If you have a request for a future lore guide, bestiary, or a quick fun fact, we'd love to hear from you. What about the world would you like to know more about? Please feel free to leave your request in the comments. Now back to the session.
What was that?
Benicio?
Benicio? Welcome, Bob!
Oh, Benny, hi.
Look at your split ends.
Oh, I know.
Oh, Bob.
I'm sorry. I've been on the road for so long now.
The road will do that.
And-
It
and
was
I've
the
lost
soup.
all my-
It's because you were in the soup, wasn't it?
The soup?
Thick air?
Oh, yeah, yes.
It's all over you. Do you want to shave too?
Oh,
Scalp massage? You
I feel my. Oh my God! Yes.
Bob. Bobby. Sit down. Tell me your woes.
Okay, I'll have the regular Benny. Thanks. And I'm sorry, Betty. It's been rough. I lost my herd, but they came back here.
They're back. You got a good price for them, and they're back.
What?
Double deuce.
No,
That
I
dog
lost
of yours.
them.
That dog of yours is amazing.
Oh, he is a good boy. I can't wait to see him.
He's a good boy.
But Mom sent me here to get my hair cut because I must be embarrassing the family. Can you?
Oh,
fix
no,
it,
no,
please?
no. Your mom means well. She's not embarrassed. Your mama loves you. Meanwhile, you're standing in Bob's. The human is like, hey,
I've been at the front desk since all this, after trying to give Bobby bless, which, by the way, at this point it would be gone when you walked away. I was trying to give it to help with you.
No, I get it. Yeah, and I appreciate it.
Immediately the human guy.
Yeah, so I watched Bobby leave, and then I watched Shiloh's entire thing, and honestly, I'm a little embarrassed by Shiloh's behavior. So I've just been standing there quietly. Oh, everything else has been acceptable within character, but this, that was just rude. So
Manager Bob taking over for Bob the day. Hey, sir, nice to meet you. Unusual to see an elf here. Brave choice. How can I help you?
Well, first, I have been wondering about the elf thing. You seem to know, I'll be honest. This was not my original form, yeah. Bit of an incident, and this is how it's come back, so I'm really not...
Help me out, sir. Tip on my tongue. What do you mean? Not your usual form. Are you a shapeshifter?
No, I died.
Oh.
And was resurrected.
Well, and
brought back in this body.
Oh.
I was a
interesting
dragon.
choice, sir.
It wasn't a choice.
Okay,
It was just random luck. But there's much I don't know about elves, and you seem to have an idea, at least, of what is up here. If you would be...
You know, just a bit of a la carte, as I've picked up in the years. Elves and Goliaths. Elves think... Come with me to my office, sir. I have a letter for you. Porter Bob, would you put on the hat, please? And you see this young Goliath come wandering over, puts on a hat, straps a mustache, flips his name tag. Hello, my name is Bob of the Day. Come to me. And they go to this, right where the office normally is at Bob's. He opens this gigantic door. Come on in, have a seat. We can just hunker down on the floor, whatever works best for you. The chairs are massive compared to what you used to. Closes the door. Okay, so somebody should have told you this. Elves, Goliaths, not super great on the getting along. They're not like at war, but elves think Goliaths are slobs and heathens and just barbarians, basically. While Goliaths think elves are snooty hermaphrodites.
Well, one of us is right.
You do said you had a portal back to Deepport.
Oh, for male, sir.
Not for people.
No, you would, he died, didn't he? I heard about that. Yeah, sad day. There was a mage in Deepport who could have probably provided the service for us, but I've heard he's passed.
Yeah, I know who you mean, and he has, unfortunately.
Sad times.
He was a good man.
Yes, will you be staying with us?
At least for this night, I think I'll have to, but I imagine in the morning I'll need to get going.
It would take some time for the weight. If you put some weight on, maybe wear a hat and tuck those suckers up underneath it. Not that I mean to disparage your ears, sir, but you might pass if you grow a little bit of stubble too as a human. Rather thin one. You know, kind of like, in out-of-game terms, you put a Canadian flag on your backpack.
I'm going to ask him if he can set me up with a room and get one of his guys to tell Shylo to come to the room.
I can't do for sure, sir. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to tip him a gold for all the...
On the house, you're a newcomer to Allegric. I'm happy to help. We're just happy to have you at Bob's, sir. Bear with us. We're in training mode. We've only been open less than a week.
I appreciate all you're doing for me, and I'd still toss him the gold.
Takes it. Thank you, sir. It is appreciated.
Shiloh's now in the bath.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bobby walks out of Benicio's with a beautiful pompadour haircut.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Nice.
It's got shine. It's got highlights.
Yeah, with his leather armor, like a leather jacket.
Nice.
You know, kind of almost looking like straight out of Greece or something like that.
1950s or
Yeah.
something, yeah. Nice.
Yeah, just thick amounts of pomade.
Yeah.
And you finally, for the first time in weeks, smell right.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least my appearance fits. He goes back to
No, Bobby, before you go, just leave those dirty linens. I've got a fresh set in the back. Take them, they're yours. I know your family's good for it.
No,
and
I appreciate it. This was given to me by my friend Hildy. She
No.
when I lost all my clothes, when I drowned.
Oh my goodness. Well, Nan save you. My goodness. I didn't know about your near-death experience.
Well, no, I died.
Oh, I didn't know about your death
Then
experience.
Hildy kissed me and I came back to life.
Miracle.
And then she was eaten by some weird sea leviathan. It's a very strange day.
You might need to talk to one of the Nans about this. They can, fix you.
Okay. Neat.
And he sends you on your way. Gives you a peppermint cane on your way out the door.
I take it and start picking my teeth with the peppermint cane. And I'll go back and find my friends at Bob's and see if they want to come to see my family with me.
And you come back into Bob's and your mom is sitting at a poker table playing poker with some of the other ladies in her normal bridge group.
And I'll like saunter over to her kind of.
Oh, there, Bob. You look so much better, Bobby dear.
Thanks, Mother.
You did excellent. You did excellent. Good job, Bully. Bully brought I don't know how you managed to sell.
Have you seen Bully?
He's at the house right now.
Oh, okay. I can't wait to see the good boy.
He is a good boy.
Well, yeah, but what do you mean I did a good job? I lost the herd.
Well, no, they're in the barn.
What?
Resting comfortably.
But
some of them are pregnant.
You
good job.
You got the money I sent?
Absolutely.
Oh.
Came to Bob's. This place is great.
Well,
I'm not so much for pestos. The food is off.
Okay. Well, I guess I'd best go check on Bully.
Oh, Bully's fine. But yeah, go on home. Go on. Your room is just the way you left it.
I have some friends here.
You take them home. You feed them. There's a fresh curry in the fridge.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
I'll go up and collect my friends and say, I mean, this place is okay, but.
And a porter comes up to you and says, "You're supposed to go to the ladies' room."
Who?
Your friend.
Shylo?
I don't know her name. I was just told the woman in 212.
Okay.
Sorry, the ladies' room, I guess, makes it sound like the bathroom. No, she's not in the bathroom. She's in her bedroom.
Okay, well, I guess I'll go straight there because I was told I was supposed to. And I'll knock on the door.
Yeah, I'm just going to be combing my hair and kind of getting out of my bath. And I'm way less upset now that I've been bathed and all that stuff, so a little less freaked out. I'm just not myself since the engagement ended.
And there's a knock at the door.
Yeah, I'll answer.
Glidogram.
Ooh. Yeah?
This is a note from the little human dude at the front desk. You're supposed to go see him.
Gross. The little human dude.
Kind of the guy you came in with. Kind of smelled like an elf.
I came in with a Goliath. the little human dude. Yes.
Yeah, he's looking for you.
Okay. Well, tell him where my room is, please.
Okay.
Do I have any money left on me at all?
Would you like me to put it on your tab, ma'am?
Yes, I would.
Would you like to fill out the receipt or show?
No, I wouldn't.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you. Very generous. I assume you want it to be very generous, ma'am.
Wait a second. I think I have a little bit of money. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna give him a gold because I have 5 gold on
Very
me.
generous, ma'am.
Yeah. So
That was more generous than I was going to be. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to go get your friend right now. And
There.
see the Goliath go running through running through the casino section to the front desk. Sir, come with me.
I'll follow, but I'm gonna try and stay to like the darker area. It's hug along the
Roll
wall.
up to Skulk.
Up to Skulk.
As the old Goliath women look up from their poker
5.
tables. Judgingly. And then there's hushed tones. Do you see that? Is that what you think it is? I don't know. And there's non-surreptitious sniffing.
Oh my god, you need to get your ass to my room.
You could have just come to mine, you lazy bitch.
There's
Have you met Shylo?
oh, I knew full well. I'm just saying. Think of it what you will, but an average person, it would feel like the longest mile of their life.
You're on the green mile.
I'm tired, boss.
I got a 23 to check if Aunt May is floating around hollering as well.
I wish you hadn't done that to yourself, boy.
I didn't do it to myself, yeah.
They like the Dragon Bone, the Drake Harry, the Dragonkin. They like them. And then you went and gone and did this.
All we gotta do is
Who
get
did
you a
this to you?
tattoo for your forehead that says I'm a dragon.
Who did this to you?
Someone who was trying to help.
Oh, you're sassing me again. Well, on with you. On with you to your friends.
So are we all in the same
You're
place?
all in the same place now.
I'm gonna yank him into the room as soon as he gets up there.
Okay.
Friends, I think it's best if we go to my family's house. They will...
Yeah, I've been kind of preoccupied.
I mean, Mom says there's dinner on the table. It's good food. It'll be safe there.
I'm not sure your family would want me around there, Bobby.
Oh, don't worry about that. My family would absolutely
my
be
family
happy
would
to have you
not.
around.
Ugh.
Don't worry. I'll speak on your behalf if there's any concerns. But does Bobby think that there's any chance his family won't let his friends stay there?
Make a wisdom check at advantage.
You're not like all the other elves.
Ooh, holy shit.
Damn.
18.
On second thought, you get a wave of reality comes flooding back to you. And you flash back from seeing the open prairie for the first time, and you can remember conversations around the campfire, or not the campfire, around the family hearth, about an encounter that your papa had one day with a damn mean elf. I treated him like he was just dirt, and that seeps back to you, and then just a little bit of that hate.
But how do I weigh
remains.
that against their trust in me?
You think it would be a uncomfortable sell.
Maybe you should stay here.
You think you could do it, but it would be an awkward family dinner.
To be honest, Bobby, I'm starting to think I should probably leave the town. Well, most of the folk here aren't overly fond of this form I'm stuck in.
Yeah, elves and Goliaths are not friends.
They're not friends. They have come to each other's defense, but it's like the city going into that small town, or the small townie who moved to the city.
Or the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Honestly, I think it's...
There's that little bit of scorn.
I could draw.
I think
little
it's
beard on you.
safest if you stay with me and Shy, though.
It is to the level of, so when we were in Chittick, we ran into one of the non-locals who'd owned a cabin there for the last 25 years. And they still spoke, because Sasha used to be a local. She was like, oh, you used to live here, blah, 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 where'd you live? And it was a whole conversation. And she was like, yeah.
We've
We're
been
s-
here for 25 years.
we're
And
still new.
I'm like, oh, Newmantown.
Bobby's gonna sit down and think, and like you can actually see the steam coming out of his ears for a minute as he sits there and ponders and goes, "It might be best if you stuck with us. I mean, if you're caught on your own
Does he have to
without
die?
us,
Or poop or
that
something?
might be bad. But if you're caught with us, that might
I just don't
be
want him to.
better."
No, he's good so far.
No, that's fair. I just don't think I'll be able to leave
He's
the
not.
area. I'll
Like,
have to stay here and
Well, come to my family's house. It'll be
No.
a cell, but at least you'll be
I
with
think my
us.
best bet is to stay here at the Bob's, and when you're done in town, you let me know when we'll all leave together.
Maybe Shylo should stay with you then.
yeah, honestly, you're okay. I can take care of you. Let me dress you up a little bit.
Well, I do, and I go digging through my pack.
Mhm.
I've got the funeral cloak I wore, which is just it was just the simple black hooded cloak. That was all the. But at the very least, I can cover like my head and my
Yeah, do
head
that.
and face, so it'll my
Yeah.
face will be, but that's about it.
I'll use some of my eyeliner to kind of draw a little
I won't be.
beard on him.
I'll
And
still smell, but like Elf, but at least it won't be as
I'll
obvious.
put some of my Goliath lotions on you, and you'll smell more Goliathy, feminine, but
Eh.
yeah.
But if you come with us, our family has a compound, so you would at least only have to be around them rather than in a public space like this.
But I'm not sure I want your family upset with me, Bobby.
Oh, they're good people. They'll understand.
And this is where we will leave it for tonight.
All right.
A grand debate as to whether we go to Bobby's or whether we stay at Bob's.
Well,
Yeah.
you can always go.
Bob's or Bobby's?